Nice dance you got there, Z.
Thank you. Hello, America. One of these days, I promise not to yell at y'all. Oopsies. Welcome to yet again another episode of Watch Her.
A very special episode of
A
Watch Her.
very special Christmas episode. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. What's the other one?
Kwanzaa.
No. Nobody celebrate no Kwanzaa. Except for the Proud Family. They had that episode. That was cute.
So did Rugrats.
Did Rugrats have a Kwanzaa episode?
Yes.
Oh, yes, with Susie. Absolutely. I don't know any black people that do the Kwanzaa. I know one lady who does Kwanzaa, and she worked as a school teacher with my mom, and it was a white lady from San Francisco, and she was very, very hippie. She had this long, straight hair, and she was just like all about Kwanzaa, and she was trying to talk to me, but it was like, lady, what? But yes, Kwanzaa, it's a thing, it's a thing. I don't know any black people who do it, but happy Kwanzaa to those of you who celebrate. Yay! Holiday episode. You ready? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cool. So what are we talking about today for our special Christmas episode?
Well, I was just going to talk about Christmas movies in general.
You're just going to talk about Christmas movies in general?
because we were supposed to do like pick a movie, but then the holidays came up and I was gone for a week and a half. And
Absolutely. I'm still tired for Thanksgiving.
Me too, I'm exhausted.
I'm so tired.
I was like, God.
Exactly. Everybody else had their time. I was working the entire time, but it was amazing. It was like actual Thanksgiving Day. I worked a little bit. I was hanging out with some friends at the hotel, got in a jacuzzi, ran into a lady who recognized me from the show. So I was like, yes, I'm so excited. Absolutely. So yeah, that was really cool. Just taking that time to just like relax for the day and chill, and the jacuzzi always fun. How about you? How was your Thanksgiving? I'm waiting for you. Like, you can jump in and say something about your Thanksgiving.
Oh, no, I was just letting you rip and roar.
You would just let me rip and roar?
He'll tire himself out.
Yes,
eventually.
exactly.
He'll tire himself out. No, it's family. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So it's busy.
Absolutely.
Running around.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Taking care of stuff. But yeah, so I was thinking we were supposed to pick a movie, but I dropped the ball and we didn't pick one. So I was like, screw it. There's so many Christmas movies to talk about, period. We'll just kind of do
Just do like a general Christmas movie thing.
a medley. Yeah.
Right. But we're going to leave Bad Santa alone because I know I mentioned that as one of my favorite films
Well, aren't you
going to
Are we going to do that next week?
Yeah, we're going to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad Santa. Yes. But not Bad Santa 2.
Okay, I'm going to start there. That movie
No,
sucked.
not that.
Bad
Not
Santa 2
that.
was not good.
It was the first movie I ever saw Kathy Bates in that I was like, girl, why'd you take that girl?
Money Truck.
Money Truck. I want to see what the check was.
It was just nothing roll. It was easy.
Yeah. Oh, Christina Hendricks was in it though.
Yeah.
Looking her gorgeous self as always. I like seeing her and stuff. I always like people who are like in notable like shows that have done really, really well transition to the screen. Because it used to be that thing in Hollywood, like where if you did movies, like you did not do TV. And if you did TV, like God bless you if you tried to be on like the silver screen. And like a lot of that has really kind of broken down now.
Yeah. That's because there's so much money in TV now.
Absolutely. Alec Baldwin made a hilarious joke about it on 30 Rock.
I thought you were going to say Rust.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
What?
I totally forgot about all of that happened. And then I was looking on Hulu and there, like, he has an interview that he does with George Stephanopoulos on ABC. And it's like a special thing. It was like, so it was like something dramatic, like, oh, the truth with Alec Baldwin. I'm just like, are you serious? Are y'all serious? Hollywood just got to capitalize off some drama. You feel? And I'm sitting there thinking like, well, I'm not really mad at Alec Baldwin because he's going to have to talk about it anyways. I'm just mad at the pop and circumstance that they're clearly putting on after this incident. I'm mad at that, yo.
Yep.
But no, yeah, I forgot all about the rest. Is the movie still coming out?
No, that was like, they were barely in like pre-production.
Really?
They were pretty just started filming.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't very far along.
They weren't very far along. Yeah. You can see how much I've been invested in looking up to it.
Oh, there's been so much else
you
going
know
on.
me. Just don't have real guns. I said, y'all could just have the prop master come up with something that looks very much like it. And these days with the CGI, even though I'm never a big fan of CGI shit, you could just give them a little green gun and have the lights go on. That's what they did in Harry Potter. They was literally just walking around with sticks with like a little green and like light tip at the end.
Yeah.
So every time they did their spells, it was like, and like the green screen and CGI would like.
Yeah, because there's no real world wands, so you have to do that.
Absolutely.
We have real guns, so we can use those.
I would.
I mean, there has been very little actual gun deaths on set. There's more car deaths on set than gun deaths.
Well,
by a
you know
lot
what?
more.
Then don't use cars.
These movies are gonna be fucking terrible.
I feel like we're already getting to there.
Yeah, and they're terrible.
We've talked about this, how like the action movies just rely so much on the like graphics and the CGI of it all that it's barely like visible.
Yeah.
And I'm only teasing right now. I don't even know what the like solution is. You know,
it's just the simplest solution ever. Just have safety measures, which are on most
absolutely,
sets.
absolutely. But see, that's the thing. Even with the safety measures that you have in play, like you never know what person you're going to have, what kind of headache they had that day, who they argue with, and they accidentally like.
I don't give a
go
fuck.
through.
You
See,
could have the worst day in your life.
My thing
you're
is-
handling guns. You're not allowed to fuck up.
No. I absolutely agree. But if we're gonna make it so that it just absolutely doesn't happen, there's like zero chance.
but there's-
then
but
the best
there-
thing
but that's
to do
nothing.
is to just not have guns on set.
You're gonna have guns on set.
You don't have to though.
I mean, if you're shooting a movie with guns, you do.
They have prop swords.
A lot of swords are real.
A lot of those swords are prop swords. Like they'll have like real swords for like when they're like doing the
Yeah,
scene
but someone could
scene.
accidentally-
But when they're actually like fighting, that's one of my. What?
What?
Nothing. I was
gonna
gonna say something about Gladiator, but never
I
mind.
was gonna say you could have messed up where you fucking put a real sword in instead of a prop sword. Same
Yeah, I
thing can
know.
happen.
I think I'd rather get cut with a sword than shot with a gun.
I'd much rather get shot with a gun than cut with a sword.
Why?
You're more likely to survive a gunshot unless it hits you in the head or like the heart.
And most likely, if you're doing something with the sword, it's like armor or something, and it'll probably like maybe like nick your leg a little bit, but you fine. We got penicillin nowadays. You just don't have to
what
worry
if the
about
scene
the
is that you run
things.
through with the sword?
Oh well, God bless you.
This is a great Christmas episode.
This
Merry
is the
Christmas.
best,
you-
the best Christmas. They can tell like these niggas tired.
I'm actually not. I'm up now.
You up now?
I've been up.
I've been good.
I had Del Taco for lunch.
This is gonna be another secret episode.
No, it's not. It's already better than the two other secret episodes.
Truth and facts.
Those episodes were terrible.
That Del Taco was terrible. Wasn't no salt on them fries and wasn't no secret sauce on that goddamn chicken taco.
This episode sponsored by Taco Bell.
And Pepsi Cola.
Oh no, we're not up to Pepsi yet.
No,
We're
no.
on Shasta.
Exactly.
Has-
Has to be Shasta.
Has to be Shasta.
Shit, I like Shasta. I take some Shasta shit better than, that shit that they got at Taco Bell on the fountain. That's the one thing that pisses me off about Taco Bell, because Taco Bell has like clearly like great menu items, like, especially if you high as shit, like you just want to get some Taco Bell, you go get some Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But what the fuck is Baja Blast? No.
I mean, that's the Baja version of Mountain Dew.
No, that is. Never mind. Let me not. I was finna say something real mean.
I just can't. What kind of?
Nasty.
I mean, it's terrible. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I like regular Mountain Dew.
Absolutely. I'm still kind of mad they didn't put no secret sauce on my Del Taco taco.
All right, let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
That's true. It is just mayonnaise and everybody who worked there spit, but it tastes good. So
I hope it's just their spit.
I always assume.
I hope it's just...
I say as I'm like just like a whole loogie, just like oops. But anyways, so do we want to do?
Just talk about Christmas movies.
Do we just want to go into Christmas? Well, let's do something for Show Me the Movies, because there's been some really, really good things coming out.
Yeah, but I didn't see any of them.
But you did watch some new movies this week.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not exactly thrilled saying them. You made me watch it.
I sure did.
And I was like, what the hell am I watching here?
If anything, we can at least talk about the success of Halle Berry.
Okay.
Or not. Sorry, Halle. We love you, though.
I mean, she was very successful till like the mid 2000s, and then she just disappeared.
I think she just decided, like, I'm over this. She knows she's a very gorgeous woman. She's stunning.
I mean, she made a
gets
shitload of
better
money.
She's made so much money from the movies. You know, I think maybe she just saw the direction that Hollywood was going in, and she was like, "I'm good. I done made enough money."
Yes, you did.
Exactly. I mean, there's plenty of people who do that, you know, in the business. And a lot of times you'll see like a resurgence of them. Like you'll see them in like little stuff. But Halle Berry, stop doing them damn car movies where somebody gets snatched up in a car and you got to go save them. Yeah. Like literally, that's been like the last 3 movies she done did.
Yeah. Well, she's also in John Wick 3.
Was she in John Wick 3? Mm-hmm. Okay. I still haven't seen John Wick 1.
I know you haven't seen any of the John Wicks.
Yeah, I haven't. I know it's about the dog because, you know, I live in the 21st century and the internet is a thing. But I'm not mad about that spoiler because that movie's been out for years. So it's just been spoiled by now. Oh, well.
Also, that's the inciting incident. So it only spoils the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
A certain mutual friend of ours who just started reading Harry Potter last year got mad at me. He's like, "See, you spoiled it." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then Shane was like, "Look, Harry Potter done been out for 20-something years. You can't even be mad at Z for spoiling at this point. Especially because everybody know he gonna talk about Harry Potter." Which brings me to my favorite Christmas movie.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get A for Phil. I love Harry Potter. I love watching the first 2 Harry Potters at Christmas. Like, it's always like...
See, and I always think them as Thanksgiving movies.
Okay.
Because they came out at Thanksgiving.
They did. They did.
Because I saw them
come around. Yeah.
I saw them up in the mountains with my
they
family.
would always come out in November. I think the third one came out in June.
Yeah, because the Dumbledore died.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
Richard Harris.
Exactly. Richard Harris passed. So they had to reshoot everything. I would have loved to see at least some of the original shoots with him, but yeah, they what's his name?
New Dumbledore?
Yeah, New Dumbledore. I should know this.
Come on, dude, you're the Harry Potter
Jeffrey
guy.
Gambler? No. God damn it. Somebody gonna beat me up. I'm gonna type in New Dumbledore and it's gonna say Jude Law. And I'll be like, you know what? That's just what we going with. It was Jude Law and old man Michael Gambon? Yeah, Michael Gambon. I believe so. Ooh, child. It's so funny because I remember when I first saw Prisoner of Azkaban, I was on a very, very, very bad date because I was still trying to play straight at the time. And we're sitting in the theater, and of course, yeah, it's Michael Gambon. Yeah, so we're watching it, blah, 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 and I would just remember, like, wait a minute. So the first Dumbledore, when Richard Harris was playing Dumbledore, them robes was nice. Them robes was fabulous. They was fancy. They looked like he was the headmaster. They had Michael Gambon look like he was straight up homeless. And that's my only real critique of that movie because I say it all the time.
But that's because his Dumbledore's up and about doing shit. You imagine trying to doing shit in those robes?
That is a good point.
Richard Harris' Dumbledore did this.
He just stood there and talked like this the whole time.
He never moved. All that son of a bitch did was keep Robin Slytherin to the house cup.
That part.
So I don't want to hear shit about
I like how everybody agrees that was the biggest crock of shit at the end of the movie. Oh, by the way, Gryffindor gets 8 million points. Fuck you, Slytherin.
Also, the house cup means nothing. What does it mean?
It doesn't. It's a cute little thing for the kids to compete with at school. But you know, part of the reason why I absolutely consider it a Christmas movie, and my family always puts this on, like for the holidays, like while I'm cooking for Christmas.
Is it because of Freeform?
Huh? Well, you know what? Okay, maybe just a little bit, because they always show on Freeform, they show the extended editions of Harry Potter, which have never been available on DVD. They'll have like the extra scenes, but not included into the movie.
Yeah.
And so I did used to like to watch them on Freeform. I had all of them recorded, but all of those scenes where you see Hogwarts in the winter and then Hagrid's pulling in that gigantic fucking tree, like that's just the most like excited I ever get about Christmas is just watching this half giant man drag this like clearly 200-foot tall tree into the castle, and I'm just like, yes, it's Christmas time at Hogwarts. Okay, so I have a theory.
Okay.
I have a theory. Santa Claus, Magic,
Yeah.
North Pole. What are his colors? Mostly red and gold.
I was like red and white.
Well, red, white, and gold. I am willing to bet anything that Santa Claus was a little Gryffindor, okay? And he got stuck home one year for Christmas. And what he decided to do was get all the house elves together and was like, look, we gonna make some toys and we gonna pass them out to all the kids who left here for Christmas. And then whoever the headmaster was at the time, it was probably because Santa Claus is so goddamn old. It was probably the original founders of Hogwarts. So Godric Gryffindor probably called him in the office. Is like, look, you can't be using the house elves to be passing out toys to kids. And Santa Claus is like, let me tell you something. I'm stuck here. We having a bad Christmas. This is what I'm doing. So if you have a problem with it, you can just kick me out. And Gryffindor was probably like, all right, well then get the fuck out. He's like, you know what? I'm going to the North Pole and I'm just going to do this shit by myself. You elves coming? Bam. And that is the real story of Santa Claus.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Yep.
See, total Christmas thing. Just the Harry Potter, it ties in.
That sounds...
It's a magical Christmas thing, you know. Of course, I'm sure if kids go to the North Pole and they see elves that look like the one in Harry Potter, they're not going to be so excited. But, you know, you can't judge people by their looks.
That's true. That's a good lesson.
Absolutely. And that is the true meaning of Christmas. So... What would you, okay, we'll go into favorite Christmas movies, but what is the one movie that you know when you're hanging out with your family for the holidays, like Christmas time, that you know like everybody's going to watch?
Oh, the one I want to watch and half the family always watch is Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Because it's hilarious.
Yeah. That's
it's arguably the best vacation movie.
I'm still going to hold out for Vegas Vacation.
You're the only one.
Yeah. Because it was the one I used to watch all the time with Grandma.
Yeah, well, Christmas, I actually like Vegas Vacation. Vegas Vacation gets a lot of shit.
Yeah, it does.
But the only one I hate is European. That movie
fucking
sucks.
That's the only one I've never seen.
Oh, you ain't missing shit.
Everybody has consistently told me, just don't even bother watching it.
Sucks.
Don't even bother.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I love Christmas Vacation. I used to watch it all the time with my mom.
Yes.
And then, of course, my family, because we're white, everyone always watches the fucking Christmas Story.
Oh my God, I hate that movie.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about this little boy who want a gun. I'm calling the police. Look, not to get political right there, but just the whole concept and the theme of it, like it's a BB gun, right?
Yeah, it's a Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You just put certain things in the context of time, and I'm like super happy he got like what he wanted.
Dude,
as a
in the
kid,
1950s, that was one of the safer toys.
Dude, you got a point.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
They used to play with lawn darts.
Yeah, just hurl this metal spike as high as you can.
Right. Had the kids playing jacks with real metal spiky jacks, and they used to come in the popcorn thing. It's like, what if the kid accidentally eats this thing?
Well, that's just one less kid out of your 14 that you had.
Well, it's the 50s.
Yeah,
that's so unfortunate.
We have another one on the way.
She'll have another.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I get it.
Oh my gosh. No, you actually have a point. And you know what's funny? Because I was so in and out when I actually watched the Christmas show. Y'all remember when y'all tried to show me that shit in the dorm?
Didn't.
Patrick did.
Yeah,
because he loves that movie.
I'm whatever towards it.
Yeah. I was kind of just like in and out, and I kind of fell asleep. I didn't even know it was set in the damn 50s.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'm saying, like, that toy's pretty tame.
Yeah, for back then, yeah. Now I'd be like, I don't care. But back then, I'm just like, yeah, I probably would have wanted one too.
They had, like, child radiation tests. Like, radiation kits. Like, learn about radiation. And they actually sent them radioactive materials. Fucking... In the 20s, there was morphine and cocaine and everything.
That's true.
So if a kid wants a goddamn...
If
a kid wants a BB gun, just give us fucking
exactly. BB. Well, technically, there's still like heroin and morphine and everything. Everybody be popping Tylenol. Now, that shit is heroin. It's heroin, y'all. Even the children's therapy. Well, I don't know if they have the acetaminophen in the children's Theraflu, but I don't know what they're doing for these kids. But I just hope they ain't giving them Theraflu and also giving them BB guns, because that just sounds like a bad situation.
But it's funny because Bob Clark directed A Christmas Story.
Yes,
and I know we talked about it here and there, but he directed my favorite Christmas movie, Black Christmas.
Black Christmas,
the greatest slasher movie ever made.
It is amazing. It is amazing. You showed it to me. I'm so glad that I actually got to see it. And as an adult,
the 1974 version, not the other two.
Don't watch them remakes, honey.
One is a remake, and one is a remake in name only. The 2019 version has nothing to do with
the sorority house.
Yeah,
sorority row or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the only way it kind of connects to it is that they're in a sorority.
Yeah, and it's Christmas time.
It is Christmas
murders.
time. Yay!
But it's great. Oh God, that is a great slasher film.
It is. I was actually pleasantly surprised, and I was also terrified the entire time just from the realness of the situation. Yeah. That's what, and we've talked about this. I like horror movies where it's going to make me really, really, really think and put me in that kind of psychological scary thing. I don't really need to see, all the gory shit that a lot of, Hostel and a lot of them go, the murder porn. I don't really need to see that all the time because it doesn't scare me. It just says oh, okay, that was interesting to see. Mm-hmm. But ones that really kind of get me are the kind of psychological thrillers where I know God, if I was in this situation, I'd be fucking peeing my pants. And I love that about that. Because what's the killer's name? I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Billy.
I knew it was Billy. The fact that you really don't really know much about Billy, where he comes from, he's just a psychotic person.
And you just know there's some chick named Agnes.
Right? Who the fuck is Agnes? And what happened?
Oh, they explain it in the remake, the 2005 remake. Because they really love doing that backstory shit. Yeah. It doesn't add to the story at all.
Don't do a backstory like that. Just do a whole ass prequel.
You don't need a prequel. It's a perfect movie. Stand alone.
No, it is. It is, absolutely. Just let it be what it is, you know? And also, I love how it's very interesting because there's a lot of things of how it's progressive, but it's kind of for its time. Yeah. Especially with Barb, there's a hypersexual essence to her.
I was gonna say aura?
Or to her character. She's reading Playboy, which lets you know there's some sexual ambiguity there. Love that. And I was reading something with Bob Clark and Margot Kidder. They were saying that was actually intentional. Well, they wanted to put that in because they really wanted to talk about, and that's one thing I also like. These were college-educated women who were really talking about things that were going on in their lives.
They talk about schmortions.
Yeah, they did.
Jess, the main character played by Olivia, is going to get a schmortion.
She's going to get an abortion. I love her. Yes, Olivia Hussey, you turned it out in Black Christmas. I was living for everything. And it's interesting because you see her and she's clearly this very smart, educated woman. She's also very ladylike and very soft. And you wouldn't think of somebody like that, back then being in a situation where they had to get an abortion. And she's openly talking about it. She's having an educated conversation. And the issues with the boyfriend, he was like, no, don't kill my baby. She's like, let me tell you something. I have dreams. I have goals. I have aspirations in life. I want to do this. I'm not trying to just be your wife on the side. That's not what my life is about. And it's very interesting to see that kind of played out in something that was 50 years ago almost. Oh, my God.
Yeah. We don't have that good a discussion now in modern cinema.
No, we don't. You don't have things that are that multi-layered. And I love the thing when they go to the police station. Yeah. And the police are just not taking them seriously at all. And then the boyfriend comes in hey, my girlfriend. And they're like, oh, sorry, sir. It's just very, very real for its time. Yes. Very real, and that's what I like about it. I like it. It's yes, they're progressive, and it's forward, but it's also still very realistic about who the people were at that time. I can't stand it when we watch these movies and they try to go back and act oh yeah, I'm totally for civil rights. Everybody is super
yeah, you're right.
I'm just So if everybody was like that back then, we wouldn't still be dealing with the shit now. So it's
also
just not
that wouldn't
honest.
Be much of a movie.
It really wouldn't.
We're for it. Yeah, I think actually, that wasn't a period piece. That was set at the modern times.
Yeah,
but I feel on a real side note, I feel like period pieces do suffer from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That we try to put today's morals and standards on characters that would not think like that.
Yeah, we kind of put on the rose-colored sunglasses over the silver screen. It's trying to show oh yeah, they were definitely good people. You can show them being good people, but still remnants of their time. And I think that's one of the things where a lot of woke Twitter has an issue with when they try to go back and find some of the jokes people said in the past. It's baby, that was the time. At the time, that's what people were joking about. That was real common and everybody was doing it at the time. But then they've learned and they've grown and they've moved on and they've progressed and they've changed. And now they're on board with what we're saying. You know?
Yeah, new jokes.
New jokes. And they're learning what comedy works and what doesn't work for a newer generation. And that's okay. But if you sit up there and beat them upside the head, that's just going to make them be like, well, what the fuck am I invested in?
Yeah,
you know? Absolutely. One of the things I love about Downton Abbey, which I also like to watch every Christmas now. Like I always put it on. Everybody likes to watch. I've gotten my whole family into Downton Abbey. And it's just like, it's also one of our Christmas things to do. But I love how they handle a lot of the situations. And the thing is, because like you do have family. They're clearly a progressive family. But they're also conservative in a lot of ways. And that's how most families are. And there's situations that come up. One of the cousins, and they're all a family of wealth, she starts dating a black jazz musician. And you have family members who are like, well, what's the problem? And then you have other family members who are like, now you know this gonna get us into some shit. And that is so much more of an honest situation of how that would have been handled in the early 20s, you know, or at least in Britain. I say that because here would have been like family members like, what's the problem? And then the other ones would have been like, yeah, look, you know.
It really depends on what part of the country.
Yeah, it depends on what. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, they have a gay butler. And some people know he's gay. Some people don't know he's gay. Some people, when they find out he's gay, they try to use it against him, and it's a problem, and like you're gonna get arrested and all of that kind of stuff. And then you have other people who are like, I mean, I don't think it's so bad. He can't be ungay. So what's the problem? So it's
He's
like
just not trying hard enough,
right? And he does, like, he starts exploring medicine and stuff, and it starts making him sick. And they're like, can you not? Like, we know who you are.
You can't serve us dinner if you're sick.
You can't serve us dinner if you're sick. Rich people. But at the same time, it's like I do kind of really respect the more genuineness of showing how it like really would have been treated at the time if you're going to do a period piece. You know, I don't know why I got into that for Christmas.
I don't know either. I just let you go. I was gonna say, fucking reel it in.
Hey, Cal, look. Downton Abbey has like literally every season, like they have the season finale, and then like they have that break in between seasons where they do this really, really lovely, ostentatious Christmas episode. Once again with those giant trees. I don't know what it is about the English and these big ass Christmas trees, but they are putting us to shame, which is interesting because Americans always like to do things over the fucking top. But their Christmas trees are like a whole other thing, you know? Go ahead.
It was a rich family's Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's true.
You're watching the high-end echelon of that society.
That is a very good point. These people have castles.
Yeah, I was like,
that
so
can fit like 50-foot trees.
I was like, you're not watching some assholes in a London flat.
The richest house in America ain't gonna be able to fit no 50-foot tree. Oh, well.
But yeah, some other Christmas movies you like, jackass.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Coming in? Oh, well, you know I love Home Alone.
Everyone likes Home Alone.
Yeah. To be honest, it's part of the reason why I like watching also the first two movies of Harry Potter at Christmas. I like to watch them together with the first two Home Alones because they were done by Christopher Columbus. The soundtracks are, I said Christopher Columbus, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Oops. No, fuck him. Chris Columbus. He did the first two Home Alones, and he did the first two Harry Potters. And they're very, very kind of similar cinematically. They kind of follow a little bit of the same notes, and they kind of have that same kind of musical feel and musical tone. And it's just amazing. I love everything about the first Home Alone. What are you looking at?
Yeah, because John Williams did the music for Home Alone.
John Williams. He did the scores.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love Home Alone 2. 2 isn't T-O-O.
Oh, okay.
Home Alone 2 is just a weird rehash.
It really is. It's a rehash, but I do like it.
The only thing that saves that movie is
Bird Lady.
No, fuck no.
I love Bird Lady.
Bird Lady is a way worse old crazy guy with shovel.
I love an old crazy guy with shovel. I didn't see
the two things that save that movie.
I didn't see them as the same. As
they're the same fucking person.
No, they're not the same person. They're the same situation, but they're not the same. What are the odds?
I mean, there's too much. The thing that saves Home Alone 2 is Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. I was gonna say that next. I was like, what? Tim Curry?
Yeah, it's Tim Curry. And Rob Schneider, because I like Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is amazing in that.
When he gets his tip.
Exactly. That's really the best part of Home Alone 2 is not him running into fucking Marv and what's the other one's name? Phil?
Oh, Joe Pesci's character?
Yeah, Joe Pesci's character.
Oh God, why am I blanking on this? It's Marv and Harry.
Harry,
yeah.
Yes, Marv and Harry. Yeah. Absolutely. I love Joe Pesci. He's so cute.
Did you ever hear how they got around cussing in that movie?
What?
Because Pesci was doing all those fucking Scorsese movies. So every other fucking word is fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's all he says.
Fuck.
It's like the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
So that's why every time he gets hurt, he's like, he just makes up gibberish. And that's what Chris Columbus said. He said, just do gibberish to hide your cussing. Because yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Oh my God, did that not look like the best fucking pizza you've ever seen in your life?
Wait, the first one?
And the first
fabulous cheese pizza.
Yeah,
just for me.
Just for me. I think that was really the appeal of that film. Just getting to see what it's like to be on your own, away from your parents, like doing the damn thing. Oh, but he feels like such a big man when he goes to the grocery store. I love that.
It hurt cinema.
Really?
The damage Home Alone did to children's entertainment for a fucking couple years is... God.
Why? Because all of them had to be...
Because every fucking movie ended with these kids catching criminals in traps. There was just... Three Ninjas. Blank Check. There's tons of them. I'm blanking off the top of them. There was so many movies.
No, I'm thinking about all those movies, but I'm also thinking, like, that's not the first time that's been done with Home Alone.
Home Alone started that trend because Home Alone made so much money.
Did you not watch A Pup Named Scooby-Doo?
Why the fuck are you bringing up a pup named Scooby-Doo?
A pup named Scooby-Doo. Because they were all like kids in that one, and they were still solving crimes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about solving crimes.
Well, they were foiling, it was kind of like very much a Home Alone situation. But now that I think about it, I'm not sure if the cartoon A Pup Named Scooby-Doo came out in the 80s or if it came out in the 90s.
Doesn't matter. I mean, the first Scooby-Doo came out in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, no. But I'm talking about specifically A Pup, because we all know, but that one's like they're all adults. Whereas in A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo's a puppy, and they're all kids. And they're kind of doing a very much like Home Alone situation.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, wait a minute. Was A Pup Named Scooby-Doo also influenced by Home Alone?
Probably. Home Alone influenced so much.
I could look it up, but I don't feel like it.
But Home Alone the idea of Home Alone came from Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Because John Hughes wrote both.
Yes. I love John Hughes. Oh my God. What is Christmas with? I said, what's the wintertime without John Hughes movies?
I don't know. He just had so many holiday movies.
So many holiday movies. That's another one. Yeah, definitely. Not so much now that I've been older, but in high school, busting them out.
Let's answer the age-old question.
What?
Because it's brought up in pop culture all the time now, and it's never not.
What? Do you like Home Alone 3? Yes, I do. I love seeing Scarlett Johansson really come into her own on film. She was the sister.
I know she was.
Yeah. I like that movie. Yeah. Well, you know what? I thought it was so much better. Because once again, we talk about it. Home Alone 2 was really just a rehash of Home Alone 1, but with Tim Curry and Rob Schneider and Donald Trump.
He's edited out now, I think.
It depends on which version you watch.
Yeah, but I don't know.
If you watch it on Disney Plus, he's still in there.
I thought that's the one they edited him out on.
Bob Iger loved Trump. Last time I saw it, I thought I saw him in there.
I don't know, but I would leave him in because how the hell else is he going to find that front desk? That's a crucial plot point.
That really is. I love it. I say keep it down. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and remind America how people used to just worship gross wealth for no other reason than it was gross wealth. Yeah, just be reminded. We led up to that stuff, we prop that up for its reasons. Don't be hiding it under the rug now. Nah, go and deal with your dirt, America. But yes, I left Home Alone 3. Well, what's the age-old question?
Everyone always asks now. It's in pop culture now, and they bring it up constantly. When people are trying to be meta and cool. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No, it's not a fucking Christmas movie. It's just a movie set at Christmas. It's a fucking action movie with guns and Snape.
I will never get over Alan Rickman trying to do a Southern accent. I mean, it was pretty bad, and Michael Clayton.
Yeah.
Was that what I'm thinking about?
But he's supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be a bad
I'm not
Southern
thinking about Michael Clayton. Is Michael Clayton the one with George Clooney?
Yes.
Yes, that's the one with George Clooney. You know which one I'm thinking
about. Michael Collins?
Yes, Michael Collins.
Liam Neeson, Michael Collins.
For the Irish purple. Damn, Alan Rickman. Damn.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be bad in that
Yeah.
scene. He's not
Yeah.
supposed. Remember that he's trying to.
Yeah,
pretend he's-
yeah. Well, no, because then they brought him in again to play like the mentor. What's the guy who did the first open heart surgery successful? Was it Charles Drew? I believe it was Charles Drew. But he brought him in as like his medical mentor, who's like from South Carolina, and exactly like the whole movie, Alan Rickman has to do this Southern accent. I think it was on HBO. I believe it was on HBO, but it might have been on ABC. But it was just like, oh my God, I love you, Alan Rickman. You have the sexiest voice I've ever heard in my life. Like I cried so hard when he passed. But please do not try to do a Southern accent. Like, well, he can't. Oops.
I mean, if he didn't have, it'd be really impressive.
Yeah, it would. He's like,
I thought he could put a stopper to death.
Yeah, but he didn't want to. He's like, I'm over this. I'm gonna go be with my Lily.
Maybe he just went into Galaxy Quest.
You know what's amazing?
What?
What's amazing is the potion ingredients that he gives him. This is kind of like the brilliance of J.K. Rowling back when she was cool. Girl. But that scene, as it's written in the book and as it's done in the film, when he's telling him powder root of asphodel, all of this stuff, like when he's listing off the ingredients of the things that they make.
Yeah.
It literally spells out his regret for Lily's death. Like each of those items, and I could look it up right now, and it's like a whole page like devoted to like the thing like powder root of asphodel. It's like another name for a lily. What? Goddamn, I forgot the ingredients. I should know this because I've seen that movie a bajillion times.
Really, you have?
Essence of wormwood, powder root.
I guarantee people believe you.
Yeah. Well, no, all the Potter fans kind of know it because it's one of those things where we continue to argue over whether Snape was a villain or a hero. And I'm just like, he was a person who did good and bad things. It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, there's no much cut and dry. Yeah,
divine. Exactly. He did good things and he did bad things.
Yeah,
he's a person. You know.
Yeah, I think we get away from that. That's actually where I kind of like Snape.
Yeah,
is that people aren't cut and dry. Everyone's a shade of gray.
Everyone's a shade of gray. And that is kind of one of the beauties to his character. You know, most of us kind of fall like in between. I think people get a little bit creeped out because of the unrequited love situation, but that's very much a real thing that people experience and go through. You know?
Did he go too far? Yes.
Yeah.
Don't be weird, Snape.
Don't be weird.
But at the same time, everybody's loved somebody or liked somebody who didn't like them back.
Who didn't like
and
them
you know
back.
it sucks.
Absolutely.
Because if people didn't, MCR, Fall Out Boy, all that emo shit never would have been as big as it was.
That part. Emo culture was literally Snape.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sorry, it doesn't help that the guy who she ends up with is the guy who literally, like, bullied him.
Yeah, see, that's
and, like, sexually assaulted him. I don't care what anybody says. He was taking down his pants to try to look at his genitals. That's like, weird, creepy things, James.
Well, I think he was just doing the pants thing, but he was doing it really weird.
Especially now that we know where the Potter family money comes from.
Pants?
Potions.
Oh.
Like, what y'all really up to them Potters? I'm not the biggest James Potter fan.
I mean, he's not in the movies enough for me to have a real opinion, except for the part who's like, I'm going to take off Snape's trousers.
Right?
Oh, that's weird. Why?
And everybody's like, can we please get a Marauders movie? Can we please? It's like, I don't need to watch a movie about a bunch of teenage bullies like picking on this like one kid so much that it causes him to join like a fucking hate group. Like everyone's like, oh, like seriously, we all talk about not victim shaming. Like clearly Snape was a victim of some fucking torture, which is why he ended up going so extreme. And that happens sometimes. It's a real story.
Now all I can picture is James Potter calling Snape in the middle of the night and apologizing.
Right?
And then Snape putting on lipstick.
Putting on lipstick?
And crossing off people.
You know what's funny? I've said this a million times. I really kind of wish they had gotten somebody like Johnny Depp to play Severus Snape, and they should have let Alan Rickman play Dumbledore from the get-go. I think he would have been perfect. They could have just aged him up with some makeup. You know, I think that would have worked.
Remember, the first movie of Harry Potter was kind of testing the waters.
It was.
They weren't really sure that they were going to have as much money. Like, the books were extremely popular.
Yeah, but they didn't think it was going to,
They didn't put a lot into that.
They really didn't. Daniel Radcliffe only got paid like $100K for the first movie.
Damn that child only getting $100K.
Right. But, well, it made $150 million opening weekend.
Yeah, because those fucking Harry Potter books were super
because they were
popular.
super popular. Like, how did y'all not know that shit was going to just, like, blow the fuck up? You know,
they just weren't sure.
Yeah, they had to go back into negotiations. We're like, okay, well, clearly you're gonna have to get us some more money.
They did. They all never have to work again.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
Okay, we just need to start wrapping this up about Christmas movies.
About Christmas movies.
We'll talk to you because we're gonna do Bad Santa next week.
Yes,
I have to pick a Christmas movie to do.
You do have to pick a Christmas movie to do.
I'm not gonna do It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know
what?
8 Crazy Nights.
I fucking don't like 8 Crazy Nights.
I love 8 Crazy Nights.
You fucking know I don't like 8 Crazy Nights.
I know you don't like it.
Adam Sandler doesn't even try to hide that that's his voice for all the characters.
He doesn't, but that's the point.
No.
That and he wanted to give himself multiple checks.
That movie sucked.
That movie is hilarious. I love 8 Crazy Nights. It's back when Adam Sandler was still in his prime.
No, that was right on the decline. I fucking hated 8 Crazy Nights. Even as a kid, I didn't like 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh my God, I always thought it was so hilarious. Yeah. You've seen The Family Stone, right?
No.
The Family Stone with Sarah Jessica Parker?
I know of it.
That's
an ensemble piece.
You know what? I've said what I said about horror movies. One thing I will say about Christmas movies is I can't stand Christmas movies where they're trying to make it seem like, oh my God, yay, it's Christmas, all lights and shines and sparkles and yay, no, Christmas is a fucking clusterfuck. Everybody's pissed. It's great for children, but for adults, like Christmas is a nightmare.
You know what Christmas I like?
What?
Jingle All the Way.
Yes!
I like Jingle All the Way.
I fucking love Jingle All the Way. Exactly. Go ahead and show. And even as a kid, like, I just didn't understand. Like, I couldn't conceptualize how hard it was for our parents to, like, get the shit we wanted for Christmas.
My parents told me, first of all, I had the first Power Ranger anybody knew. I had Zach. I remember going to the Target in Long Beach. My mom bought me a toy, and it was the Power Ranger. It was untouched. And I picked up a Zach, and I had Zach the first time. And I remember playing with it in a shoe store. I don't know why that sticks with me. But when Power Rangers got real big at Christmas time, my parents told me a story of my mom, my dad, my grandpa, my grandmother. They all found out on a certain day to all the different Toys R Us's to grab Power Rangers because it was such a fucking free-for-all for those goddamn.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom called me and my sister at like 12:30, and we didn't even know what was going on. And she was literally in line at Toys R Us for that goddamn Furby. She was like, do either of you actually want a Furby for Christmas? And we're like, no. She was like, all right, cool, I'm out of here. And I never got that, like, as an adult like that. My mom was literally standing in line at Toys R Us after she got off work as a school teacher.
Yeah, to go get you some fucking...
To go get a goddamn Furby. Yeah, like, parents, you know what? Tip our hat off to all parents. I know now because I'm not a parent, but I'm an uncle, and like just the shit. Like my nephew loves Batman now, so I was trying to get like all this cool Batman shit. And Amazon has made it a little bit more easier, but of course, like they're not gonna have everything. So I was going through the stores and everything, having to deal with all the traffic in the parking lot. Yeah. Like Christmas is a fucking nightmare.
Yes.
It's only for children.
Yeah, it is.
Bah humbug. Scrooge was right. Fuck all this.
I actually like getting gifts for people. I like to see the looks on them.
Me too. I know, like the actual day, like watching like people open up the gifts and like just be really happy about getting, like I love that part. It's all the hustle and bustle. And I'm just going to give you a tip, America. When you go to the stores to do your Christmas shopping, park all the way in the back near the fucking parking lot exit so you can get out as quickly as possible. Because all of that shit that goes on at the front is what you don't want to be involved in.
And I'll give you my Christmas tip. Do all your shopping Christmas Eve. I'm serious.
That's actually a really good point. Ain't nobody and their mama gonna be out.
You know, not late though. You do late, you're fucked. You get up at the crack of dawn, like 7 o'clock. You get in the mall, no one's there. It's a ghost town. It's literally you and some people.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah, Christmas Eve is the day to go.
I mean, you're gonna be getting some shit that's picked over, but
you'll be surprised. Not really.
Well, I should just say the stuff that I found like is always accessible at Christmas is like perfumes and scents like that.
Well, there's so much of that shit.
Exactly. So I have no problem shopping for like my mom. Or like my aunts or stuff like that. Yeah, it's the kid shit that's always super hard to find.
Fair enough.
Shit, get it in August, hide it in your garage if you can.
I remember I found my Christmas presents once by accident.
Oh yeah, Chaley used to always go on the hunt for our
How do you-
She'd be like, "You want to see what guy?" was like, "No, I want to open it up on the day."
I remember mom told me.
inside it.
My mom told me to like, hey, get these suitcases out from underneath the bed. So I was like, what the fuck's all this shit in the way? I was like, oh,
Oops! I just want to let them see, like, well, Mom, you told me to go under the bed, so. Oh goodness! But on that note, I was gonna talk about that movie that Homegirl backed out, but we need to.
We'll
wrap
save that.
up. Yeah, we'll save it for next time.
yeah, we'll actually do a real one. This
Yeah,
actually-
we'll do. I was gonna say, yeah, this was a nice, fun, like
Yeah.
warm up for Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
We love you all. Happy. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas. And look for us for what's coming.
yeah, bad.
Santa.
And I got
And what? Jingle all the way.
Maybe.
If you pick Jingle All the Way, I'd be 100%
I'm down.
for
Let's
that.
do Jingle All the Way.
Exactly.
I like Jingle All the Way.
Yes! I get to talk about my love, Phil Hartman.
Sinbad.
Oh my God. You know about Sinbad. You know what Sinbad I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Sailor.
No. Even though that movie was really bomb, where Michelle Pfeiffer playing the goddess, that was like a really good animation movie. You seen the one with
Yeah.
Brad Pitt? Yeah, as Sinbad.
Yeah.
No. I was talking about Sinbad who worked at the bar.
I know.
You knew what I was
I
talking
knew, I was
about.
just fucking with
you
you.
knew exactly what
All
I was
right,
talking about.
America. I'm Ryan O'Toole. It's Bobby Z. This is Watch Hard. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.